Y'all, welcome back to the channel. I'm Lady Nika in with tonight's episode of the Have and Have Nots. Now, I had to hurry up and throw this piece of hair on, honey. It may even be crooked, I don't know. But after watching this show, it just went off. I was so damn mad, I couldn't do nothing but run on down here to the YouTube and get this off my chests and stuff like that. You know, I'm going to say this here ahead of time. I got somebody that watch my reviews I highly respect. Hell, I love the woman, okay? And so, because I feel that way, I try to pull back on this particular review and really be watching my mouth as best I can. But I'm finna tell you, Saints, tonight, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. I don't know. I don't know. Because the end of this episode pissed me off so bad. I just could have jumped through that TV and been a part of the cast to choke Candace the hell out. Girl, the only person you can blame is the man in the mirror. But I'm going to hold my mute. I'm okay. Let's go in order like I always do. She got me discombobulated, honey. She got me discombobulated because she got me all the way fucked up tonight. Sorry, I told you. He ain't through with me yet, okay? Now, before I begin the review, if Loving You Is Wrong returns September the 19th, will you be watching? I will be reviewing, boring and all. I'm going to be here for it because I started it and I always see it to the end. Now, let's get on to this review. We open back up, back over at Jim, at Catherine's house. You know, her and Jim done bumped uglies and he over there professing love to Catherine. And she trying to trying to make her say she love him. And she like, I don't. It's too much pain and I just don't love you, bitch. I don't love you, okay? He asked if she willing to divorce him. And she said, yeah. So he said, so you just let me lay here and make a fool out of myself sleeping with you. What you want her to do? She was haunted, okay? Catherine over it. She said he never listens to her, not with the kids or nothing. And he admitted that he would. He did he has been that way with her. I ain't never listened to you, girl. I apologize for that. She said, well, it don't even really matter because our daughter dead now. He said, and you think I don't think about that every day, Catherine? You think I don't think about you and I don't think about Wyatt? She said, Wyatt. He said, yes, Wyatt. I think about all of y'all daily, those who are here and those who are abroad. She gets to talking about what Jeffrey told me. He promised he'll call with Wyatt updates, but he hasn't. And at this point, I don't know if I really want him to call because, see, I don't think I can handle hearing that my son is dead again. I don't think I could be able to do it, okay? So she said she over it all. She getting up and told him you might as well go on and get up too, and he don't want to because she his bank account and without her he ain't nothing. So he there trying to make her feel something she don't feel. But honey, she gets up out that bed. Now child, she getting dressed and she laughing at him because he still talk about he love her, saying she said when she said, you love me, Jim? When is my b-day? He said February. She said no, it's in June. Celine's birthday is in February, round one. Then she asked him when is Wyatt's birthday. He got that right. Then she asked him, well, when is our anniversary? June the 16th, which was right. She said, well, he made the mistake of, she said, let me tell you something. See, this is where your mistake is all there. It's good you remember all of that there or whatnot, but it still don't change the fact. See, you made the fatal mistake of trying to come in here and seduce me like you could do once upon a time 30 years ago. Now, he said he didn't come there to seduce her. He came there to make love to her. She said she ain't trying to hear that. She don't believe nothing that come out of his mouth. So he say, why did you participate? She said, because uh, I wanted this moment right here. And she get over there close to him. She said, let me tell you something. I'm done. You gonna learn. When I say I'm done, I'm done. And see, if you don't respect and understand when I say I'm done, I'm gonna take that same gun that I blew DA girl head out, brains out with, and I'm gonna blow yours out just the same way I just blew you. And she walked out of there on him. I said, yes, God, give him what he deserved. Now David done took Eric over to his place. While she looking around or using the bathroom, wherever the heifer went, he calls Jeffrey and he telling him that the police say they found a bracelet and a set of keys. Is the keys yours? He said yes. Then he asked did he know who the bracelet was for, and he said he did not. He tell him, look, Have your mama been calling back to back like Drake? Don't answer. He said, well, she already know where I'm at, what hotel I'm at. He said, well, try to switch hotels, rooms. I tried that, the hotel booked, I can't go nowhere. He said, well, look, I'm working on a little something for you right now. I'm working on it. But don't you talk to your mama. I don't need you talking to her. Now, I understood what he was saying. Don't aggravate yourself or let her further pull you in with her foolishness and her threats. Don't talk to her. But Jeffrey, on the other hand, over here talking about what you plan on doing to her. He said, I don't plan on doing nothing to your mama. I'm telling you to stay away because if you get enraged one more time, you gonna be the one that do something to her. He tell her, man, look, just don't talk to her on the phone. Try your best to stay clear of her, okay? So they hang up. Soon as they hang up, Wyatt calls. He out and about in the world, in the atmosphere, in the park area and stuff, and he looking good and smelling good, I'm guessing. And he wants Jeffrey to come out there and join him and Anna out there taking pictures, enjoying nature. Jeffrey said, I ain't got time for it right now, hon. It's a lot going on. He's like, man, what could be going on? Jeffrey said, it's a whole lot going on. But I can't come right now. He said, you sound more clear. He said, yeah, well, I'm trying to. Then he tell him that Justin came by his place with them detectives and they was asking him some questions. Jeffrey said, well, did he say anything to you? He said, no. It's just the way he be looking at me. He said, man, I'm going to tell you something. You might want to stay away from him. I don't know what's the deal with him, but you might want to stay away from him. So Jeffrey say he is. But anyway, when they hang up, Jeffrey calls Justin and tell him, I need you to come. I need to see you. That's all he had to say. I'm on my way. Jeffrey had to add in there, it's just to talk, bruh. Just to talk. He said, okay, I get it. I'm on my way. Now let's go back over to David because he's telling Erica that she should be safe, and of course she thanking him for helping her out. She still don't want to tell her who this alleged fiance's name is, and according to him, situations like the one she in don't get resolved without outside influences. At this point, she uncomfortable and talking about maybe we should just leave that alone. I don't want to talk about it. In fact, can I have a drink? So she liking this place as he's fixing her drink and stuff, especially that view of the river. She says real calming, and he agreed. She complimenting him on the decor of his apartment and everything. So they sitting down, they having a drink, and he brings up that Veronica and I got a son named Jeffrey, and it's kind of heavy on my spirit because see, she be terrorizing him. He's a good kid. Now, Erica was like, is it because of me? Girl, why would it be because of you? Do you know Jeffrey? Like that? No. Anyway, he said it gets on his skin sometime, and she urges him to call his son. Little do you know he already did, but he said he is. She said act like she's not, basically do what you got to do what you normally do on a day-to-day, pretend I ain't here. He said, well, now that we're talking, I've been trying to get you here. And she then asks him about the bedroom situation. He said, I got one bed down the hall with one big bed in there. That's all I got here. And he want her to share the bed with him every night that she's there. She playing coy like she don't want to intrude on his life, but she really do. And he said, don't, he don't do too well sleeping by himself. He'd have been married to Veronica 20 some odd years. He used to having a body next to him every night. And she kind of understood that, and he said, well, long, why don't you just go on and move in with me? She said, how about we just take this one night at a time, and see what it's going to go on. Then he asked her, well, is you hungry? She said, yeah. He said it's a good eatery around the corner, and as they're about to embark upon a meal going to the restaurant, he get a call that he got to take. She told him, well, you go on and take that call, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk around, if you don't mind, and just check out the decor of the place, okay? So he tell her all right, and Charlie's Jim on the phone saying he just did the hardest and stupidest thing he ever did. He slept with Catherine. And David said, well, that is your wife. He said, yeah, but I ain't been attracted to her in years, honey. He said, her and Veronica both crazy. He said, now look, David, I done did something I ain't even want to do. I feel like I'm right now because she don't do it for me no more. But see, just like I'm over here doing what I gotta do and take one for the team, you need to do what you gotta do, because at the end of the day, if we don't all sit down and strategize a way to kind of help ourselves out of this situation, each and every one of us gonna be sitting up in the penitentiary. And I don't know about you, but that don't sit well with me. So he telling him, you need to go and do whatever you gotta do with Veronica. Sleep with her, lie to her, play with her emotions. I don't care, but we need to all come together, because see, losing Mama Rose as an ally, all we got now left is law. And we need to get together, all of us, and try to come up with a plan, because these people gonna be asking us questions real soon. David agreed that he will call Veronica, but he say he ain't sleeping with her. He said, man, look, just do what you got to do and call me back. I need to go take me a shower, but go on, call her and see what you need to do. And he said, I'm going to call him. I'm going to call her, David, Jim. But I'm not sleeping with her. He said, man, I've already been through enough trauma for the both of us. Just do what you got to do and hit me back on my hotline bling. And they hung up with each other, okay? I said, so you discussed it about sleeping with Catherine? Oh, you little shady piece of old dick. What you think she felt like? The only reason why you got with her because she been horny, it been a minute. And she wanted to hurt your ego. That's why she did what she did. But you see, she got up once she get, she was unfazed after this. She didn't care nothing about you. Okay? All he wants is them to all meet up and have this conversation. That's all he care about. Now, Justin finally arrives over to see Jeffrey, and he admits he's a bit nervous. Jeffrey, like, sit down. Look, I called you over here because you need to go get some help. He was like, what you mean I need to get some help? Man, you need to figure out what's going on within you. For one, that anger, it ain't going to work, okay? All that is unhealthy for you and for me. Justin said, okay, but he admits that he was afraid to come over there because he had feared that Jeffrey was going to dump him. He was like, dump you? Man, there is no us. And if there ever would be an us, it sure can't happen as long as you out here all willy-nilly and crazy like you is. Go get you some help. Just then, his phone rings, and Justin jumped into psychotic controlling mode again. Is that him? Who? That your friend. Jeffrey said, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is the type of attitude that makes me not want to have no dealings with you, because you are sitting here assuming yet again. He said, if you must know, it's my mama. By that time, Veronica hung up, so Justin says, well, you missed a call. He said, oh, I ain't missed it. She finna call right back. So she calls back. And instead of him listening to what his father said and not answering that phone, he answers the phone, only to hear Veronica say, Jeffrey. He said, what? She said, what? Do you know what I'm about to do? Look, Mom, I'm just not coming back over there. She said, are you sure? Because, see, today is the day I'm supposed to go to the court for you. You know, so I don't know if you planning on thinking with your good sense, or you want to act crazy and go to jail. Basically, she could tell that somebody was there. Is your little boyfriend there? No. Put it on speakerphone, boy. So when she get on speakerphone, she tells Justin, you know what I'm finna do? I'm finna go down here and do what I gotta do for my son. Then I'm gonna go down there to your wife's, to the judge's chamber. And I'm gonna tell your wife she need to recuse herself off my case. And I'm gonna show her this video of you being in my son's hotel room with your clothes off. That's what I'm about to do. Okay? Justin he can't be quiet. He tell her that she better not do that. She said, and what you gonna do, little girl? I'm going down here and I'm going to handle my business accordingly. You heard what I said. You heard the words coming out of my mouth. If you got a problem with it and you feel froggy, leak, bitch, click. I said, see, it don't pay to mess with Veronica, okay? Jeffrey tell him, man, you might want to go down there and see your wife because my mom's serious. She'll do it. Justin told my man, if she do that, Jeffrey said, look, I done already told you. I'm warning you ahead of time. Go down there to that courtroom because my mama will see out her threat to you. She ain't playing. This is a guarantee. She will go to that woman and talk to him. So after that, and he leave, I'm sitting here thinking to myself, so you wasn't playing. Now you done discover, because see, you done came out the closet. You ain't discovered nothing. You always knew you was gay. You been messing with them prisoners in the backseat of the police car. Jeffrey said so. You know you like men. But you were going you actually plan on staying in a relationship with your wife, letting her play the beard and family be the beard for you, so you could appear to be this family man with this loving wife that both of y'all in the law enforcement field together. You didn't have no plans on ever telling this woman that I need to leave you because I'm not right. I ain't gonna be able to do right by you because my heart and my soul is not here. I truly like me. Even if you ain't go, well, you gonna have to tell her all that because you got cheering, and the cheering gonna have to be involved. So you gonna have to tell her what's really real. But from what I got tonight, you wasn't ever planning on telling her that. What kind of old stinking fire book? Child, okay, whatever. He wasn't gonna tell her. Now Charles is giving his campaign speech over there, and afterwards he talking to Landon. First they talking about how he feels Charles will win personally, and I mean how he feels Charles will win. And then they moved to a more personal subject where they walked off a little bit away from everybody else, and he's apologizing for what he did to Candace. Charles started saying and finally he says, I apologize for disrespecting your wishes, and shows him a cleaned up version of Candace. He didn't erase all the mess off of her life off the internet. It can't be found. Now, I don't know. I got a little feeling in this part of the show because it seemed like Landon was standing upside Charles' head like, oh, you look kind of good. Was I the only one that took that? Because why else would he be standing there staring at this man? You done told him what you done did. He done said okay. And clearly he ready to call Candace. Why you still standing there like old cock blocking ass bitch? Yeah, I can't stand him. I don't like Obama that much either. But I mean, well, no, not Obama. I rebuke it. I ain't gonna say that about Barack. I don't like Charles Fitz, whatever his name is, Charles or whatever, whatever his name on this show. We call him Obama Jr. I don't like Obama Jr. But at the end of the day, I felt weird because why you still standing there staring at that man like he a pretty piece of meat for you? Child, he ain't a bit more interesting in what you talking about. And I bet you won't act like you act with him. With Jeffrey, with him. I bet you won't. Huh. Okay. He told him, get on so I can call her. He called Candace. She was on her way to the funeral home. She a bit upset, but thanks him for calling. He tell her, can you call me back later on? He told her what time he'd be free. She said, I don't know if I can, but he said, try, girl. So they ain't good. Ben and Hannah arrive at the funeral home, and the funeral director meets them. He's asking, you ready to see the body? Hannah ain't quite ready yet. She just want to talk about, the paperwork or whatnot. So the funeral director is telling her that the casket and everything is straight, and he's got the programs if she wanted to see it, and he began to try to sell her a different casket, one more expensive, since Catherine Fryer is picking up the tab. Benny had to step in and tell him, the one she picked fine. So they began to talk about whether or not they want the casket to be open, closed, closed casket or open casket. Hannah didn't think about the bullet wound, but Benny did. But the funeral home director said that the way I was getting it was the boy was all right, but we going to get to that in a few minutes because I clearly saw the bullet wound, and that ain't cool. That'll traumatize people coming to see this boy for his, pay their final respects to him. And it did. But they began to talk about open and close. Hannah said, you know what? I want his casket open regardless. I want people to see what those thugs did to my grandson. And I said, come through, Miss Teal, because that's what she said. Don't close Emmett casket. I want the world to see. And that picture done been all over the world, and it set a precedent, honey. It set a precedent. Now, I don't know what it's going to do for Lil Quincy Jr., but it set a precedent back then. And then here come Candace. Funeral director don't know who she is, but Benny say, look, this my sister, this his mother. The funeral director was just doing his due diligence. I apologize for what you're feeling in this moment. She said you don't have no idea. She already, soon as she walked in there and seen her mama, she had that attitude. She began, so they tell her, look, this the casket that, was picked out for little Quincy. Who picked it out? Benny said, mama did. I don't want that one. I want the blue one. Girl, if it's any time in this world that you don't need to be acting all bougie like that and stuck up on yourself, is this moment right here. Because at the end of the day, had you been the mother that you were supposed to be years ago, your son never would have had to be in the hands of your mother like that in the first place. And how dare you say that Hannah should have been the one to die? We don't have a choice in the matter. Because of your bull, these men, War and the crew, came through, wrecked shop down to the fountain drop, shot up the place, wind up killing your child. But your mama did all she could do. If she covered this child, what you can't blame her because she didn't get shot. We know for a fact Hannah would have rather it been her than that baby because she tried. She had been trying for the longest. Your baby was in that situation because of you. You around here lying, scheming, blackmailing, all of that led to your child laying in that casket. She gets into this whole thing about, I want the casket different. Then the people tell her, look, the funeral tomorrow. Oh, no, it's not. It's going to be next Thursday. Then she not all right with the cemetery that was picked. She wants to pick another cemetery. I'm like, girl, what is the big deal? She don't want him to have a church funeral. She want him to have a graveside funeral. I'm like, you know what? All of this is retarded. That man is standing here telling you that, should I build this to the choir? She talking about the choir. She said, Hannah said, yeah, a gift. She said, they won't be paying for nothing. I'll be paying for it all. He said, well, I need a credit card, a check, or some cash. Over 6 G's. Benny telling her, girl, we ain't got that kind of money. You ain't got that kind of money. So why not take the gratuity? The woman doing it from a good place. She's trying to bury your child. You won't sit here and let your pride get in the way. She's like, no, I'll come back with the check in the morning. Benny, like, how are you going to come up with this kind of money, Candace, that fast? Hannah started thinking. The wheels in her head was spinning. She said, that man that's finna be president, you blackmailing him. See, I seen him on the TV talking about he was close to the family. Girl, you messing with him. That's the reason why Benny went to jail. Benny's like, what you talking about? Candace act like she ain't know too. She said, look, girl, don't try to play me. You can't play a player. I've been where you trying to get. I mean, I done been where you at, and you better hope you can get where I'm at today. I'm finna get you all the way together. Benny, them Secret Service people had you, because she is messing around with that presidential hopeful, and she probably blackmailing that man. Baby, they get into it so bad. Next thing I know, Benny gets tired of Candace shit, and he tells her, first of all, stop saying you wanted my mama to die, because my mama did all she could do to protect your son. If you had been the mother you were supposed to be, then none of this would have ever came to fruition. We ain't had to be here. We here because of your ass. And I'm sick of you. She had the nerve to tell Benny, and I'm sick of you. Always calling me, talking about your dreams, asking me for money. He said, hold on. Let me gather you. You my sister, I love you. I thought I don't fool with too many people, honey. When I call you to share my thoughts and my dreams with you, that's because I thought that you was the person that was supposed to be able to do that for me and with me. I ain't never know that you was gonna take it to the level you did. I ain't tell you to sell your ass. You did it on your own. So miss me with the bullshit. And I said, I know that's right. She trying to lay blame on everybody. Baby, she was so against allowing the program to go on the next day, against the funeral, the grave site. She was against the casket so much so she gonna go over there by that thing. I will bring the 600 the money to you in cash tomorrow. My son will be in this casket and not this one. And she lifted that casket up, and little she know, little Quincy was laying right there. I said, oh. It ate her up, baby. She went to falling all back. She couldn't take it. He said, see, I tried to tell you, Candace, we was coming to the viewing of the body, that he was in the casket already. Oh, that broke her down like a fraction. Baby, she couldn't take it. Do you hear what I'm saying? She could not take it. And I was glad she went through that. Because look at him. Yeah, let her look at him. This is what you did. Because if you would have been the right type of mama and stop always thinking your mama won't. I know sometimes Hannah do be hard on Candace, but that's because Hannah was Candace. And she won't have that girl being her daughter to not have to go through life shucking and jiving, and like she tried to say Benny was doing. And she don't want her daughter to be out here like a little hoe in these streets. That's all it was. She be on her because she see better in her daughter, and she don't want to see that. Now, to a certain extent, I say sometimes Hannah do too much. When she be blocking her blessings, and when she be going in on that girl too hard, okay, say what you gotta say, let that be done. You don't have to repeat yourself over and over again. But in this instance, your mama did everything she could to take care of your child. And the only reason why he laying up there cold like that is because of your failures in life. You didn't, I think you loved your child, but you didn't show it. See, that's what we do as human beings a lot of time. We talk about how much we love somebody and how much we want to do for them. But when that moment comes where you got to show and prove, very few can show and prove. You know what I'm saying? So she should never have that attitude with her mama. Now next week is the finale, and it's gonna pick back up at this funeral home because some more stuff gonna be said. But at the end of the day, I give kudos to Benny for standing up for his mama because he told Candace, if I would have listened to your mom, I wouldn't be in half of the stuff. I talk to you about my hopes and dreams just like you talk to me about yours. I ain't never tell you to go out there and pop pussy for a real nigga. I ain't tell you to do none of that. I told you what I want for Benny. You went out there in your quest to get your money and get what you want in life. You just happened to been able to get enough to help me, but it was never required because I loved you when you had nothing. And while you sitting there talking crazy to your mama is who you need right now. Your mama shouldn't be dead. God don't make mistakes. The person that should die is the one that left. And I'm sorry to see him laying there. But at the end of the day, the only person that Candace Young can blame is the person she see every time she look in the mirror, and that's herself. And that's all I got to say about that review on this night right here. I'm done with that. Remember, the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, please remember to rate this video. Ratings get me recognized in the YouTube streets. Get down in the pen and share your thoughts and opinions. And I'm going to say this here again because it seems as if I don't say it enough. First and foremost, I talk about what I want to on my channel. If what I'm talking about offends Z, click off me. You don't have to write me nothing telling me how I should let something go, because until it's done with in here, I'm going to talk about it till I get tired. And if you don't like it, unsubscribe to the channel. I'm not begging. See, this channel is blessed. So whatever goes on with the viewers, for everyone that leave, 2 or 3 will return, or I will get 2 or 3 new ones. This my platform. Get your own. You don't like what I'm talking about? You ain't got to deal with me. Secondly, I have agreed to disagree. These are my opinions. I'm just telling you what I got out of what I see. It don't mean that you have to agree with me. And if you don't agree with me, that's fine. As long as you respect me, I'm going to respect you. It ain't never no problem, honey. Now back to what I was saying. Subscribe to the channel for the free 99. Become a love thing today, because I care about all y'all. I'm not just talking it, I'm showing it. Because I get down in them panties each and every video. And I don't stop until every one of y'all that say something to me knows that I am on the job and I'm talking back with you. Some of y'all I done built relationships with. Love you by the pounds and the ounces, okay? Share the video if you share videos anywhere. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Greenleaf and Black Linking Crew, Chicago. Peace.